If you're a big swim team and you like to order a lot of gear, maybe you ought to check out Swim Outlet Team Division for these reasons. Swim teams receive a 10% discount on bulk orders. Swim teams or organizations get an 8% commission on referred sales. You'll also like their customization services, which is affordable and available at all times during the year for all team gear. With over 50,000 items in stock, you can get most anything you want. Swim Outlet Team Division. You need to try it out. You'll be glad you did.
This is the Morning Swim Show for Tuesday, August 6, 2013. I'm Tiffany Elias. In light of the heartbreaking USA 400 medley relay DQ, where Kevin Cordes was recorded as a negative .04 relay takeover, we thought we would bring you behind the scenes to see how Omega runs its electronic starting, relay takeover, and timing system. Let's take you back to Barcelona, Spain now.
We've got a long history in sports. We started back in 1932 with the Olympics in Los Angeles. And we've done a lot of things since then to improve our technology and obviously also to help the athletes for their performance in order to compete and give them results as precise as possible. The setup you'll see today is exactly the same we've had in London for the Olympics. On the pool deck and in the timing room, it's actually only 50% of what we do. The start device is a microphone is included, so it doesn't work now, it's switched off. So the starter per step button, and Talks gives the commands for the start. In every single starting block, there's a loudspeaker, so the athletes can hear the commands of the start. And then he presses the start button, and then you've got that sonar sound which comes out of every loudspeaker in all the starting blocks. We've got two start systems. One is over here, and we've got an additional one which is over there for all the 50-meter races.
Is there a specified gap between on your marks and go?
Yes, I think it's 2 seconds. So the starter needs to start the race 2 seconds at least, 2 seconds maximum after he gave the start command. Touchpads, very interesting design, has been developed and invented by Omega back in the 70s or the 80s, around 1976. And it hasn't changed much since then. 3 meter wide, 90 centimeter deep, and about 1.2 centimeter thick. The interesting thing about swimming is that it's the only sport where the athlete stops his time himself. So he's got to push the pad between around 1.5 to 2.5 kilos. So that's this. Very soft. And that stops the race. All right? Why can't we go below these 1.5 kilos? It's very simple. Under 1.2 kilos, the waves detect the time. So we had to have that gap of 1.5 kilos in order that those waves don't stop the time by themselves, and it's actually the athlete who stops his time.
The thickness of the plates. Yeah. Do they build the pool like an extra centimeter longer?
Absolutely. Everything is included. Yeah, absolutely. So we're not at a pool of 49 meters and.
No, 50 meters and 2 centimeters.
Well, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's not that the length of the pool is smaller. So that includes obviously 50 meters are exactly included the touchpad. That device is the start time, so it's connected with this one, and every loudspeaker is connected to this one, and all the pads are connected to this one, and this device transmits the information to the to the timing room. Right? And what we detect here is the reaction time of each athlete. So as soon as he leaves the block, it releases pressure from a sensor, and that gives us the reaction time. We've introduced those LED lights in London. So we're not only working for athletes, but also trying to do something for the public, especially in the stadium and also on TV. And this one's indicates first, second, and third after the races. And we've got a full set over here, obviously only on this side, because there are no finishes over there. There's a camera up there, which is from the host broadcaster, and we have a special system which is calibrated according to world records. So we measure exactly how the world record was swum. So you see that the speed of that line increases after the turns. So everything is calculated in that way, and it's mixed and generated through that special lens, which is on that camera.
So yes, the swimmer isn't. So the swimmer's not swimming at a constant speed. So you change that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if it would be constant, the line, wouldn't be how the swimmer really swam. So we've got to calculate this, and every world record is automatically generated and calculated separately.
So you film the old world record, and then you calibrate it from that.
Yeah, exactly. We've got 4 cameras. The ones on the far left and the one on the far right scan the first 3 here, so 0, 1, 2, and 9, 8, 7. And the ones in the middle film the 2 in the middle, so 3, 4, and 5, 6. And this is a backup system, and we'll see it afterwards in the timing room, which helps us to detect false starts in relays. Very precise cameras. A regular camera shoots about 25 pictures per second, and those ones shoot 100 pictures per second. And those are also linked to the time, so we know exactly at what time or what the gap was, if there was a false start or not.
And this was something you guys used in 2008 in that 100 butterfly. I know there was like that protest in the 100 fly, and that's what you used to prove that
Michael
the
Phelps
finish
and
was right.
Cavic, yes. Exactly. And there was a Spanish team was disqualified. I think it was the first day of competition. We'll see that afterwards, so you can really see the athletes leaving the starting block prior to the one touching the touchpad.
And they get disqualified at the end of the race.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah, and this is also a judge's decision. We provide information, and the judge then decides whether the athlete or the team is disqualified.
Yeah. So in this case, if they're thinking that there was a disqualification, they can go to you guys and say, "Can you show me that?"
Absolutely.
As opposed to a regular false start, it's just
that's
them
correct.
alone.
Yeah, absolutely. And we had the coach of the Spanish team coming over, had a look at the image and said, "Well, crystal clear." This is the system which is used to as a backup system, and which helps to judge false starts. On the regular screen, he's got 4 pictures. Let's see if we can show it. There you go.
And those are the 4 cameras.
4 cameras scanning three lanes, and the 2 ones in the middle scanning the 2.
And that loop you were showing us was a false start from...
Yeah, so we can have a look at that. So this was this morning.
Yeah.
One of the most perfect relay takeovers I've ever seen.
Well, do you know what the gap was?
Yeah, we know. What was the gap, Hans?
0.01. No gap. It was not a gap. It was a good take.
That was And you've got, we can zoom in on the bottom right. Okay. And as you can see on the left, the time is recorded with it, so we know exactly the gaps, if there are gaps. And we can show you now the false takeover from the Spanish team the first day.
There's the guy with the purple shorts, yeah? Oh yeah. Yeah.
This was a gap of -0.08.
This is our quantum timer. That's the heart of our timing system. All the information, the impulses that you have on a pool deck come in here, are treated here and distributed here. And we distribute to scoreboard, internet, TV, the entire CIS system as well. Everything comes in here and is distributed through various channels. We've got a main and a backup system, always. And those are the computers who handle that device. So when it's in work, we've got two operators. One handles the main system and the other one the backup system. And we can switch whenever we need to.
There's a lot of laptops.
A lot of laptops, yeah, lots of technology. There's no hand stop watches anymore. Here, everything which goes out to our internet platform, omegatiming.com, is generated over here. Same as all the CIS informations. We've got the scoreboard information over here. So, pay attention. One operator here as well who handles everything which is displayed on the scoreboard, start list, result list mainly, an announcement of events, winners, and so on and so forth. And here we have an operator who is working hand in hand with the TV producer who inserts all the graphics for them. So as soon as the director says, start graphic in, push the button, the start graphic is in. We've got a preparation screen over here, a live screen over here, and the backup screen over here. And those information, as I said, start list, result lists, everything comes from that quantum system, is mixed accordingly into various data and files, and those files here are generated through that machine over there. We need to have backup system and backup of backup systems in order to be totally independent as much as we can. But obviously, you know, it remains technology, and we've got people who are handling technology.
It's good to know that Omega has the technology to support the officials' decisions to DQ swimmers and to track official times. That's it for today's show. I'm Tiffany Elias. Join us again tomorrow.